Yes. Uh-huh. There's competition in the U.S. telephone industry. Yeah. In the early 1900s, AT&T began buying small telephone companies. In 1913, the Attorney General of the United States warned AT&T that some of its planned purchases could violate antitrust laws designed to protect competition. Now, AT&T promised not to buy any more competing telephone companies and to allow all local phone companies to connect to its long-distance network. Now, I thought it was Ma Bell. You remember that? You know, let's say you're in the military. Yes. You're in the Army, you're in the Navy, and quite possibly the Marines. They've been around quite a long time. Do you know who's been providing your telephone service since you started 250 years ago? Now, I know it's 2019, yes, but Ma Bell and IBM are two of the major providers of technology in this nation. Now, maybe it says here the telecommunication 1990 loosened many restrictions. Yes, RHC baby bells. Oh, there they are. U.S. government filed lawsuit AT&T anti-competitive practices. Oh, case was settled in 1982. It took 8 years. No, it took longer than that. Yes. Well, let's see, six. No, it's 8 years. AT&T get. Oh, well, why don't we call them? Yes. See, when I think about the availability of opening a business, because a lot of these websites, as much as you think they're for informational purposes, yes, a lot of people they just like to choose their last name. They pay $12.99 a year plus the icon fee. Yes. And they just write about their individual lives. They put pictures of their family on there. They kind of blog a little bit about their personal ideas. But some of the websites are useful if you have a business. Mhm. Now, these baby bells, yeah. NYNEX, yes. Bell Atlantic, Bell South, Ameritech, Southwestern Bell, US West, and Pacific Telesis. Settlement allowed AT&T to keep its equipment manufacturing plants, its long-distance business, and its research facilities. Oh. Now, when we go through the actual websites, you would have had to use something, some sort of internet connection. Might have been the DSL, might have been Wi-Fi. Yeah, it might have been in the library thinking you'd start a business. That's right. But every time you started a business so that you opened a website, yeah, so that you could buy or sell any item, it requires some sort of telephone provider. Yes, it does. Now, when you think about it, we have a bundling problem. Ouch. Well, my concern is I can't get the laws enforced. Now, let's say I wanted to compete. I could compete in the cell phone carrier business. Yes, known as AT&T. Verizon. Yes, Sprint. Then there's Deutsche Telekom that provides hotspots. Could you get me the actual cell phone providers that have ownership of the cell phone networks of the United States that if you decided to use Wi-Fi, yes, you'd go through their service, even though you might have had some other service. They all have the network. Yes. And then go through the individual DSL lines of every citizen of the United States. Yes. And find out what their telephone number is. Now, I'm trying to open a business. Yes. And I feel like I'm being obstructed from accomplishing what I want to do as Americans.